Damn it, it's always something, man. That's twice in a row. I'm about to get kicked off for the whole show, y'all. What's going on, everybody? It's your boys Mike and Wayne. We are back. Wayne and Mike and Wayne. Wayne got another 49ers hat on over there. Big, nice, bold letters, just in case y'all didn't know.
Every time we do this, my joint freezes.
Why
like
it
was
frozen now?
I have no idea. I was just in here.
Fine the whole time. There you go. I see you blinking. I don't know what's going on. Yo, I think your computer just don't like me, man.
Nah, I think it's your StreamYard.
You think it's my stream? Okay, that's a possibility. I can see how that could be the case.
Cause I don't understand.
I don't know. It's weird. It's always some sort of little technical issue. You know what I'm saying? Like right when we get ready to hit start, it's like,
or
nope.
maybe if we would have started on time, that might not have happened.
So it had something to do with the 2 minute, the 120 seconds was okay. I understand. I get it. You know, it is what it is. But guess what? They got us. They got to deal with us, baby. They got to deal with us, man.
They do. Welcome, everybody.
The 49ers are out there, man. They shining, bro.
Yeah, they were, man. They looked good last night in they all black jumpsuits. Nah, I mean, remember in 2019 they had the all white joints. Them joints was clean though. The all white joints. I ain't even gonna stunt.
Like those things, huh?
But they
I'm
look
scared
good.
to wear all white.
Me too, bro. As soon as I put it on, it's gonna be dirty.
I get something red on it every time. I kill a mosquito. I drop some pizza on me. I don't eat no pizza.
Red, dirt, like from the ground you walk, like the air is dirty. Like, you know, white be looking clean until it ain't. And you got that one little speckle. You get the one little speckle. And you hit for the night.
That joint be standing out like crazy, right?
You better have a backup plan. You know what I'm saying? But nah, Mike, it's cool. It was cool. Opening night was last night of the Super Bowl. San Francisco 49ers were definitely in the building. You know what was in the building? The faithful was in the building.
Okay, we got to talk about this. Yeah, go ahead, because this is good.
The faithful was definitely in the building. Like over FTTB, faithful to the Bay. Shout out to the faithful. Shout out to faithful to the Bay over Chiefs Kingdom. They were in the building. Let me give it my shout out music at, man. Where's my ear horns? They were in the building. Something serious. That's because the tickets was probably $10. You know what I'm saying? But they were in the building. I'll give it to them. The faithful be traveling.
So that's kind of what I wanted to ask about, because I got hyped. Like and ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Mahomes is like, boo, boo.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, they hate him just as much as I hate him right now.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, they feeling me, right? And then I was thinking about it, and they're in Raiders territory, and that's like Niners fans cheering for Seahawks if they were there, and I just don't think that's the case. So, do you think that it was Raiders fans booing, or do you think it was the faithful out there booing? Because you know what I'm saying? Like, they the same division. And the Raider fans ain't cheering for the Chiefs. Like, that's not happening. So, what do you
just
think
like the Niner fans wouldn't cheer for the Seahawks and they would cheer. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, all I know is there was definitely faithful in there and they were holding it down. Now, I wouldn't expect faithful fans. I wouldn't expect Raider Nation to cheer for the Niners, but I expect them to boo the Chiefs. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. Right.
So if Raider Nation was in the building, then they definitely helped out with the boos. But I know dang well they wasn't cheering for the Niners. Now they might be rooting for the Niners or hoping that the Niners win because they don't want. You heard the little kid Jeremiah said he a Raider fan. He's like, listen, he's a diehard Raider fan. He's been a Raider fan since he was 2. He said, listen. I'm rooting for the Niners. I can never go for the AFC West opponents or the Kansas City Chiefs. So yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, it was, man. We had some pretty good nuggets.
The only thing that pissed me off was like They should do better with the programming of the show.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about it. Let's talk
All
about it. Let's
right.
talk about the production. The
Let's talk
production
about the
standpoint for that.
production. Like it's
Yeah.
poorly, like produced. And I feel like it should be like tit for tat. Like it shouldn't be 2 hours Chiefs, take a break, and then 2 hours Niners. Cause as East Coast Niner fan, I was tired. I ain't even gonna stunt. So I can't imagine like we were up, like what the hell? I thought for a second they weren't even gonna show the Niners getting interviewed at the press boxes and at the podiums. I thought it was over. I didn't realize. So they should mix it up. If a Chiefs, they should mix it up. There's plenty of security in there that could prevent if something was to go down because they got on stage at the midpoint anyway.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. They were on stage together anyway. And now you don't understand how some bottom of the. This gonna sound bad. Some of the players at the bottom of the roster. You know what I mean? Like Mahomes and Purdy not gonna go at it.
Yeah, but
Mahomes and Nick Bosa, you know what I'm saying, Chase, they're not gonna go at it. But you don't know how like the special teamers who be gunning against each other all the time might like try to walk.
yeah, but
off and push
they
somebody.
not the ones that's gonna be talked to. But at the end of the day, there's plenty of security. Security was deep. They had top flight security there. They had all the securities in the building, except for Big Dom. Like, right? He would have got muffed up. But that was
I
the
liked
only
it, man.
that was the only issue that I had with it because it was like, dang, we done sat here all this time. We listened to the Chiefs. It's not like we didn't. We tuned into the show, so they had the viewers,
Right. Right. They got us. They got us.
right? And then didn't it seem like the Niners segment was cut a little bit shorter? Like they didn't get enough.
So I was asking myself the same thing when I was in bed last night. I told you, I was trying to sleep. I couldn't sleep because I was still watching the TV. And it was like, I felt like the Chiefs were on the whole time. And the Niners was like, hey, what's up? All right, got to go. Bye.
And like even as much as I like Jeremiah and his questions, I felt like his questions weren't thoroughly planned out for like the Niners, but he did a whole fantasy draft with Patrick Mahomes.
What's that mean? Like he like they drafted players?
Oh, you missed it?
So I heard them mention that twice, and I saw his interview. Mike interviewed him at the end, and
So they did this kid. It was his first. It might have been one of his. It was his first interview. It was with Patrick Mahomes. He asked Patrick Mahomes a couple of questions, obviously, and then he did a whole fantasy draft. Like I felt like that could have been planned. They should have had Patrick Mahomes and Brock Purdy at that podium at the same time, and they both could have drafted, and then he could have picked who he thought the winner would have been from the best draft team. But the dope thing about it was they couldn't draft players from like that were in the Super Bowl. They couldn't draft players from the Niners or players from the Chiefs.
I see what you're saying.
But they were able. But everybody else, old school, new school, need to learn more. You could pick them. Like the kid cheated too. Like he took the first pick. He was like Barry Sanders, and then he got mad when Patrick Mahomes took Randy Moss. Like he didn't know who Jerry Rice was. He picked Jerry Rice though. Like he ended up picking Jerry Rice.
And I like the young man too. He was doing such a good job. Like the first interview I saw of him, I was just like thoroughly impressed. I caught not Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce first, and he went through that thing with flying colors. My man was cooking.
Oh, like, Travis is a G, man. He's certified.
I ain't talking about Travis. I'm talking about Jeremiah. Forget Travis.
I thought you meant the way he answered the questions.
No, I'm talking about the way my man was asking those. He was firing them off from the hip, but you could tell that they were pre-planned questions because he didn't have like a follow-up for anything.
Right, but he had his phone. He had his phone out there. So, but it seemed like he didn't have. It seemed like he memorized the questions for the Chiefs, but the thing was too long for this kid.
Yeah.
And then when he got to the Niners, he had to pull out the phone, or it was like he just like he had to make up the questions because you still got to do. You're not going home. You still got to interview the Niners, and his dad was probably like, "What you mean? It's past his bedtime."
Right. Right, right.
I don't
I
know.
did like what he did with Andy Reid though. He tripped up with Andy Reid. He's like, oh, I forgot the question, and he stood there and like fought through it. And I love seeing that young man
Yeah.
think on his feet. I don't know if he was trying to get something. He had the little ear thing in. I don't know if they were trying to like tell him what to say or whatever. But he's gonna be good. I like that young man.
He
So
was he was definitely the star of the show, Mike. He was the star of the show. I'm sorry, he was better than Mike Robb. Mike Robb messed up more than this kid.
he did. Yes, he did.
And then let's talk about the mess ups, right? Because yesterday's episode, we were talking about the disrespect, and the disrespect like just continues. Because now you got you got the woman on NFL Network during the 49ers segment still screaming about the Chiefs. Am I the only one that
we're gonna give it to Jeremiah as he has Travis Kelce, and it was George Kittle. And then
that wasn't even the first one. That wasn't that was the second time. The first time she said, we're going to take it to the field and interview the Chiefs. And then she was like, oh, I meant the 49ers. So that was the first one.
Wow.
So like I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, dang, first of all, we don't get a decent conditioned practice field. And then when we get to the NFL opening night of the Super Bowl, where everybody's going to be watching just about, and then it's like we getting shaded by the NFL Network. Like, I don't get it, yo.
I get it. It's the Mahomes shoulder. It's going to keep on happening, bro. And we're going to keep looking for the digs. I'm going to keep looking for them.
It's like they taking strays, bro. Like they shooting strays at the Niners, which is cool. Cause Mike, I don't know if I heard this, but did they ask Kyle about the field conditions? And did he kind of like, yeah, but what? But he straight up kind of like shut it down though.
He was like, yeah, the field's fine. It's getting better every day. Like, it's fine. It's not a big deal.
Right. That's a Kyle answer, bro.
But what's funny is I haven't seen anything else about the field online after Kyle said that. It was all the outrage online.
I wanted to talk about that, yo. I wanted to ask you. Okay. Oh, so today's new message was that John Lynch, because they don't practice on the field till tomorrow.
Right. It was a walkthrough.
Walkthrough yesterday.
Out there running and stuff. Yeah.
But here's the question, right? So John Lynch today, according to Matt Barrows, went out on the field to test it himself today.
Okay.
So we'll probably hear how that went. But let me. What if this was like? Was this made up? Like, and that's probably. What am I trying to ask Mike? Because he laughed.
You want to know if the media embellished in the conditions of the field?
Yeah.
Is that what you want to know?
Right. That's what I'm asking.
But what did John say
about testing out the field?
Like, did he say what he thought? Like, he thought it was fine?
Did I get the answer? Let me go back.
I don't know, but I do want to play something that I thought was the funniest Taylor Swift comment of the year. Honestly.
We're gonna get to that.
Okay, all right.
But
that joint had me hype.
But
mad disrespectful.
I'm a little like, I don't know if George Kittle didn't understand the question or if he tried to deflect the question about the insignificant other. So clearly
you mean significant other, not insignificant.
I mean significant other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he said insignificant other, and that's what made him not answer the question. But nah, significant other.
I mean, he
didn't even answer it.
Right.
He talked about being the best. He's not gonna. Yes.
He was like, it's all about the team. So
I'm going off of the he didn't answer. He didn't hear the question properly. That's what I'm going off of.
Or
the
Niners just don't give a fuck about Taylor Swift. Don't ask me no
questions
about her.
It wasn't a question about Taylor Swift.
Yes, it was.
It was not. It was an open-ended question. This was the time that Kittle could have plugged his wife Claire, and he didn't take the opportunity to do so. Come on, bro. Like, he already shown up to the game with the wifey t-shirt. Now it's all in my time feed. I'm seeing where you can buy them. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Right. Or he could have said something about Kyle Juszczyk's wife and all of her merch and all that stuff.
You
Like he
get what I'm
dropped the
saying?
ball on it. Yeah, I see
So
what you're
so
saying.
so I'm going with he ain't hear the question because it was a long question. That kid he has some long questions, dog. He has some long questions, and
They
so
they
so
were
I'm
they were definitely giving him a lot to say.
no, those were his questions. They didn't write that for him. Those were his. That was him. Because he went to his either they wrote it for him, he had to go to his phone and check it out, or what. I don't know.
Right. Right. But it was fun though, man. Like I know that the coverage on NFL Network wasn't that good and all that stuff, but there was plenty of jewels and plenty of gems out there.
Oh yeah.
It was really really fun to watch. And I'm soaking it all up, man. I'm soaking it all up.
Can I ask you this question about Patrick Mahomes? He has some really he has some really nice things to say about Brock Purdy. I thought that was kind of dope.
What do you say about Brock?
So they asked him about Brock Purdy, and
I'm smoking on that Chiefs pack all week long. Every time y'all see me, I'm gonna be smoking. I'm telling you.
so they asked him about Brock, and he was like, I'm just gonna paraphrase it in my own words, but it means the same thing. He said that Brock was, a good quarterback and a person that could go out there and make plays. And he was like, when you got a person that could kind of like, be good and then make plays on top of that, like they stand out. So he gave Brock props. And it was almost similar to what Kyle Shanahan said when they asked him about Brock being a game manager. And this is what we've been talking about. Like we kept saying, in order to be a quarterback in this NFL, you got to be able to run your team system.
Come on, bro.
But now, if you have that it factor to where you can go out and make a play, we've been saying this this is why we've been saying, okay, this is why Brock is it.
It's the national media trying to downplay Brock. Andy Reid said the same thing.
He said the same thing.
All the players.
Steve Spagnuolo said this. Listen,
yes.
They know.
Yes.
They know. They know. They know. They know.
Hey, let's go.
They know. So I thought that was pretty stand-up-ish from Patrick Mahomes. So my question to you is, do you like Patrick Mahomes a little bit more than you did before opening night?
Nah.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I do. I like it's something. His personality stuck out to me because they asked. Listen, his personality is starting to draw me in. He's starting to be really comfortable in his own skin, and I think I'm starting to like that.
I can tell you one thing he did that I like.
With the Kermit the Frog,
he was pissed off about that question.
I don't know if he was pissed off. Mike, he wasn't pissed off. Was he pissed off?
Now you're gonna make me show it. I'm gonna have to show it.
Yeah, can you do your best Kermit the Frog impression? And he said, "I'm doing it right now. I can't even do it."
He was like, "I'm talking, so that's it." Like that was like he didn't want to do that.
Come on, bro. They're having fun. There's got to be fun questions. I didn't think he was pissed off.
Oh, I thought his face was like, nah, get out of here with that.
If he was pissed off, bro, he would have dipped out. But that would have hurt his brand. Like, you know what I mean? So I didn't get pissed off. Maybe condescending, or maybe passive aggressive. Not condescending. Maybe passive aggressive. Maybe that's something Wayne Breezy would have did.
Bro, he's not happy. I'm about to.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
Here it is, yo.
I didn't get pissed off.
I'm looking at his face.
I'm not getting pissed off. I mean, well, if he was pissed off, they asked Brock Purdy to do the SpongeBob impression.
They sure did.
I'm talking,
but I'm not.
That's it.
You telling me that's not anger?
I'm talking right now. That's it.
Nah, because he put a little more Kermit in the joint too.
I'm talking right now. That's it.
I don't think he put more in there. I thought that was it.
Mike gonna get us flagged.
I'm talking.
Listen, look.
I'm talking right now. That's it.
I'm talking right now. That's it. I felt like when he got to that's it. He put a little bit more Kermit in there.
Maybe.
Just my opinion.
All right, and then you said Purdy and what was it? SpongeBob.
So the Purdy and SpongeBob thing made sense because you had the Nickelodeon team interviewing him. That was the interview with the Nickelodeon family. So they had to throw a Nickelodeon.
Right.
See, if I was there, like I'd have hit him with, "Yo, can you sing the whole Camp Anaguana song?" You know what I'm saying, from Salute Your Shorts. He probably wouldn't even know what that is. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't find the Purdy SpongeBob thing.
But if I started singing it, he probably would have caught on. Like, I don't know. There could have been some better questions asking. Know what I'm saying?
Is SpongeBob one word or two?
One.
Listen to the kids.
Who the heck?
Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
But
that's
not
a dope.
Camp Anawana.
No, that's SpongeBob.
Yeah, I know. All right, look.
Yeah. Can you give us your best SpongeBob impression? Yeah.
I'll try. Ready?
This shit was so stupid.
I want to know, what was the first thing that ran through your mind when you saw that? Because
I was mad. I ain't like it. I mean, I get it. I wasn't mad. I was like,
can you give me your best SpongeBob impression?
I've never watched an episode of SpongeBob before.
I don't think I have either. Yo, I know of SpongeBob. I know who he is.
Right.
And some of the characters, like Krabby Patties or something like that. I think.
Yeah.
Mr. Pat
and Plankton.
Patrick the Star. I don't know.
Yeah, and Patrick. Yeah. I forgot about him too.
Yeah.
That's all. I never watched it, not once. So I don't know. My kids have like a SpongeBob fight song. Like it's like something about when I'm out fishing or something like that. Like when I'm catch these hands when I'm jellyfish. I don't know, but the beat is tough. It's got like a drill beat and like it's jellyfish and something.
Anaguana, we hold you in our hearts, and when we think about you, it makes me wanna. That's my favorite line of that whole song.
It's hope we never part. Get it right or pay the price.
Yes. Yes.
I know that whole joint. That was Salute Your Shorts.
Salute Your Shorts.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Salute Your Shorts.
Do you remember the whole song?
Not off the top of my head. If you start singing it, I will.
We jump, we swim and play, we row and go on trips. But the thing that lasts forever are our dear friendships. Dun, 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 dun,
Yep.
dun, dun, dun. Yeah, come on, bro.
That show was dope. That show was dope. That was probably the last dope show they had on Nickelodeon. All right. What else stood out to you? Like, let's talk about Kyle Shanahan. Everybody said that Kyle Shanahan was on his T-Pain last night.
Everybody in the
buy you a drink.
Yeah.
What do you think? Like, you think Kyle was tipsy or?
Yeah. Kyle was nice. Listen, as a person who drinks and does shows, especially on the overreaction shows, you know that like when you first start talking, that's when the slur, and then you keep talking to try to get the English to come out the right way. And
do you have the question where he talked about Brock Purdy? I felt like he answered that junk like a champ. Like, they got to get Kyle on Drink Champs with NORE. Like, it's like I felt like he answered that joint like a champ. Like, you couldn't even get that by. Like, he almost snitched on himself too in that joint. Like, I felt like he was about to pull out a Jay-Z when he get nervous. He tell the truth or something Yeah, man. Listen, we drafted Brock, but he was the best quarterback in the club, and he only had limited snaps, so that let you know. Like, and so when Jed York came out, he said the reason why Jed York remembers that story is because he came and asked me about the quarterbacks. And usually I'm supposed to tell him how the starting quarterback is, maybe even the backup. But I was talking about the third string quarterback. That's deep.
You want it?
Hit it.
Pause. I didn't mean to say it like that, but I got it though. I got it.
Hit it.
If you want
give it to me, baby.
Well, it's funny to hear Jed say that because it wasn't the smartest moment I've ever had. I mean,
hold on.
My man is nice.
He was tipsy because he hit it right at the. Like, that's not an English accent. That is Bacardi
That-
151 right there,
Yeah,
dog.
That might be some Johnny Walker right there. That's the Johnny Walker accent right there,
Yo,
bro.
bring that back. Bring
Well,
that back.
It's funny to hear Jed say that because it wasn't the smartest moment I've ever had. I mean, when an owner comes in after training camp practices and it's like, "Hey, how's the quarterback?" and what he means is the starter. Or the second,
Wait,
and you
one
and
more.
irritation
Did he
go,
hit the Z on starter, bro? Yo, starter, my man, has an S in it, not a Z. Did you get when he hit the Z?
practices and it's like, "Hey, how's the quarterback?" and
Yo, we gonna get kicked off
training
the
camp
Niner
practices,
net.
and it's
Listen,
like, "Hey, how's the quarterback?" and what he means is the starter or the second, and you in irritation go, "I don't know, but our third guy's the best." And that's not what he wants to hear. So that's why he remembers it very strong. But
wait, pause it again. Yo,
Brock was so good
Mike
right away.
Rob
with every rep he
knows that is gone. Like he gone. Like look at Mike's face. Look at Mike's face. Yo. It's okay. I don't care if they kick off, they cancel our show. They ain't even paying for the show. We'll find another platform.
here.
Kyle,
so that's why he remembers it very strong. But that was just more. Brock was so good right away with every rep he got. He was always the same, and he only got a couple of them.
Nah,
so it was easy for me to say.
Kyle
'Cause
had
in his
dental
few
work,
reps,
dog.
He was the best.
Kyle got
But
his molars pulled, dog.
We are not. We not playing.
Nah, that's not my coach. My coach is not drunk, dog. Kyle had a abscess or something on his gums and was hurting, and so he had to talk the way he's talking, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh my god, man.
Mike, do you love this team as much as I love this team, yo?
I think I love him more than you do, bro.
I don't know, bro, because okay. The 49er faithful, I don't hear no bad talk about our head coach being saucy, right? Nothing. I don't hear nothing. It's actually fun. We're actually celebrating Kyle Shanahan being sauced up, right? But when Mooney Ward came out the other day and his presser
shots at me. Okay, I'm with it.
When Mooney, I would never take shots at you, bro. I'm gonna let you know if I'm gonna shoot you. When Mooney Ward, right, came out, and this and he said, "Listen, man, day one, you know what I mean? For a couple of days, you got to get your family settled in. You're probably gonna meet the celebrities and Jay-Z, get lit, and then focus. There's no practice Monday. There's no practice today, and y'all put that cat on y'all slayed him." And now our coach shows up to opening night on national television, toasted, and he get the pass?
Nah,
don't be nine me. Don't be nine me.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm telling you the guys' honest truth. I aired Mooney Ward out. Patreon exclusive. Head over to patreon.com/MB9.
You didn't air him. Did you air him out for that comment that I just told you? Did you air him out for something different?
I sure did.
So why you not? So why you not consistent with it then?
What's not consistent about what I'm saying?
I want you to be consistent. I want you to consistently air out Kyle Shanahan. That motherfucking Mooney Ward spoke exactly. He just told us exactly how the first 2 days were gonna go. Mike, we practicing today? We practicing today? We ain't doing shit. Bro, stop getting me the curse. We ain't doing nothing today. We practiced yesterday? Oh yeah, we walked through yesterday, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So when do we practice, Mike?
Yesterday and tomorrow.
Mike, when do we practice, Mike?
Yesterday.
Mike, when do we practice, Mike? You trying to be a smart butt. All right.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you the truth.
There was no practice.
He said the first 2 days is going to be like a movie. You're going to see celebrities all over the place. We're going to go out there. We're going to turn up the first 2 days, and then we're going to settle down and get into it. That's what he said.
What's wrong with that?
Mooney Ward.
What's wrong with that?
He can't get turned up if we got practice.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with what he said?
Practice?
Bro, there was no full practice. It wasn't even a walkthrough where they even dressed. Them cats literally walked onto some unsided football field, some soft football field. Bro,
that's not what a walkthrough means. And
I know that's what the walkthrough was on yesterday. That's not the real walkthrough. That's what the walkthrough was yesterday. They didn't even go to the field. So where they practice at? On the bus? In the hotel? In the film room?
The players can't be ripped. The coach can, because I mean he got the game plan already installed. The coach.
It don't matter.
Let me ask you this question: were any of the players buzzed?
We don't know.
Couldn't tell.
We don't know. But you could tell the coach was. That's my point.
Shh. Amen to that. Amen to that. Kyle's probably the most stressed he's been. He can't lose again.
Yo, he shaved off all the gray hair, bro, and all the facial gray hair is gone. Kyle looked like me, just a different, a little bit less melanin, right? Melanin.
Bro, my man Kyle, bro, like he was red as hell in the face, and it wasn't the lights either. I don't want to hear nobody trying to blame the lights.
Hold on. Because let me explain the gamer for life, what I'm talking about. Who cares if some were drunk? Exactly. I don't. I don't. As long as they ready to go. As long as they're ready to go on Sunday, I don't care what they do. What if Mike, I'm just saying. They might be skioed up. I'm trying to make sure I say the words properly so we don't, you know what I'm saying? What happened if they use a little bit extra stamina on something else? They in Vegas, bro. First 2 days, they got to get settled in. Tomorrow is where everything needs to be right. I bet you, Kyle. Look, I'm just saying, I'm not mad at Kyle. I don't want people to think I'm mad at Kyle. I just want to know why he don't get the same. He don't get the same smoke, because I ain't see one player answer any of them questions.
And sound inebriated.
Yeah.
But see, that was kind of my point, right? Like, I'm okay with Kyle getting a little buzzed. Like, he don't have to be. We weren't practicing then. If the players went there like that, and they were a little buzzed, cool.
Yeah, but
you gotta loosen up. You gotta prepare for hours of.
So that's what Mooney was talking. You thought Mooney was
turning up. Turning up is not taking a couple sips.
Turning up is
going out.
Bro, your definition of turning up is hit. Everybody don't be on the same level of drinking as you. But people don't even drink. You don't even got to drink to turn up. You could tell that some players came in there turned up. Let me tell. All right, man. Let's change this subject, because my favorite was when my favorite. Okay.
I just want to break down the difference of what my interpretation of him saying turning up was. Mooney Ward got money. I'm not talking about drinks. I'm talking about going out. I'm talking about going out, like on the town.
Okay.
And
he never said he was going to go out on the town.
I interpret it as in that's what he meant by turning up, because you can have drinks at home in your hotel. Like, that don't matter. So I wouldn't consider that turning up. Now, saying Kyle was lit don't mean that Kyle was out turning up either. So when he said turning up, I'm thinking he's going out on the town.
Kyle was turned up, dog. That cat was turned all the way up. We took the oven thing and Kyle was cranked.
That joint all the way up.
Yo, that junk was on, I was about to say 550. I don't even know if it go that high. That's some grill junk right there.
So I understand why you saying, Mike, it's a double standard. So I was saying about turning up. I wasn't talking about having a couple of drinks. That's not what I was talking about.
All Mooney said was, and look, I'm sure there was a bunch of celebrities in there. And I think today is more that celebrity day. I think yesterday was more the media day, and today would be the celebrity day. And then Wednesdays when the installs. That's when you practice. Both teams, right? And so, like all I'm saying is, let the players. All Mooney Ward was saying is he gonna have fun for a couple of days and then get locked in. That's all he said.
Right. Am I consistent with my point though? You see Callie's comment. I sure did. And I was more mad that he did it while everybody was out there, because I didn't like the message that it was sending. He shot good. You remember when he did this? It was like 2 years ago.
I remember this. I remember.
And I blasted him for it. That's not turning up. What I didn't like was that he did it out there in front of all those kids and stuff, like you just chugging a beer, like that's the message you want to be sending. But then somebody went back and was like, Mike, they have Gatorades in cans. And I walked it back when they told me, I had never seen Gatorade in a can. We did a whole show on it. I had never seen Gatorade in a can before and had to look it up and see if that's what it was. And was it somebody contacted me from the organization, was like, it was a can of Gatorade that he chugged. And I was like, oh, well, then I take it back. So I came on the air and issued an apology. Okay. I did. So I'm just saying I'm consistent with mine. I don't sugarcoat ish at all.
I never said you was inconsistent. You made me forget what I was gonna say, because you just
we got a super chat. You want to get to the super chat?
I do want to get to the
There's a starred comment in here. Did you do that?
No, that automatically happens when we have the members of the month. Man, Darryl. So Darryl's from Hartford, Connecticut, where I am. He's about 45 minutes away from me. So his local chapter was actually on the news yesterday. Now I don't get your local news, so I couldn't have watched it there because I live in a different city. But if you get the clip, if it's online, send it to me. We'll play it on the show. Like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. And shout out to y'all. My name Lil Daryl. Sorry.
You stupid.
That's old. He probably don't even know what that. Nah, he probably know what it is.
He with us. Like, yeah.
He probably know about Lil Daryl. Huh?
Huh?
He said, my man Mahomes would hate me as a reporter. I would have asked, why are you and your team such whiny little itches? What say you, Wayne?
Yeah, like I thought they could have asked him some different questions. I think as a reporter, which I'm not, I don't want people thinking that I'm a reporter. I actually get nervous when I do interviews. But what I try to remind myself is the first question got to be the icebreaker question, like something that's gonna something that's gonna kind of like, you know, set the tone, like, you know what I mean, and make the environment more comfortable for you, because it's all about you when you're asking questions. How they choose to respond now, how great you are with comebacks and deflecting, that's a gift. You got to be good at it. But like, that's why Mike was saying with the kid Jeremiah, he didn't really have any comebacks because the 49er players didn't respond in the ways that I felt like he thought he was going to get the responses. That's kind of how I took that. But we have different personalities. That's what makes our team so unique. It's just some different personalities on there. And so look, like I would have asked them, you start with an icebreaker question, then you hit them with something that you know that they know the answer to, you know, to kind of like boost their ego, and then you hit them with the shit question. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got to get them to drop their guard before you hit them with the bombs.
You get what I'm saying? Like, like you learn, man. You go fishing, bro.
And you know, one of my first interviews with Nick,
bait and switch, Mike. Bait and switch, Mike.
Well, no, but I almost blew it. We had Ian Williams.
Ian Williams, yep. Nose tackle.
I said, before we hit record, anything off limits? He was like, nah, nothing's off limits. Bro, I went for the jugular first question. He was like, yo, you serious? I was like, all right, never mind. Like, I'm sorry. My bad. Nick was like, all right, so let me ask this question instead.
That's funny. That's funny. Mike,
I thought we did the rapport and stuff off camera.
Right. Who was your favorite interviewee, like from the Niners? Like who stole the show for you?
Oh man,
because some of them were boring. Like I love Christian McCaffrey, but he probably
he's hyper focused though. Like he is,
and him and Nick Bosa shouldn't talk. Like they should just play. Like, and I don't mean it in that kind of way. I know people are going to take what I just said. No. They are ready to play the game is what I'm trying to say. Like they're just ready to play.
Leave me alone. So no, and I completely agree with you because like Christian McCaffrey, I ended up liking him more as a person after we lost the NFC Championship because all the interviews coming out afterwards, you got to see his personality.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
But
yes.
I did like him trying to pitch his brother to the Niners. I did like him doing that.
So, Mike, did you see the interview that I posted I did Luke McCaffrey, and I asked him about playing with his brother?
No, I didn't see that.
It's on Twitter somewhere. So I asked him about that, and he's like, yo, it would be a dream come true. And so I'm like, yo, Luke only played wide receiver for 1 year, but he is smooth in the slot.
What position did he play before?
I don't know, but he's smooth in that slot. Like, I mean, smooth, wiggle. He can line up outside. So I'm saying, like, his pedigree, his work ethic screams 49ers. Can you imagine Luke CMC on this team, yo? Or like, it would just be dope.
Luke CMC it'd be LMC.
Whatever you want to call it. Like, it'd be Luke. No, it'd be Luke and Christian McCaffrey.
Oh! I see what you're saying. The 1-2 punch.
And you always be coming for me, boy.
I was coming for the initials,
bro. I didn't even know how to say it right, and I came out with Luke CMC. I thought that sounded like some 2 Live Crew stuff right there, bro. I thought I was on my game. Right?
I'll tell you what. I know you asked me what my favorite Niners thing was, but it was something that was said before Media Week. It was after we were going to the Super Bowl.
But Mike, we focusing on Media Week. I'm gonna
tie it back in. I promise.
Okay, my bad.
They said that after we won and they interviewed the players in the locker room, right? Oh snap! Trick
Do
plays.
you know what Kyle Shanahan is probably thinking?
Trick plays, baby. Oh, don't get me hype. Don't get me hype.
Bro, Debbie, do you know how dope this would be?
What's the opposite of Debbie Downer? Because that's what that Debbie is. That Debbie's a Debbie Upper. Pause.
That's an upper.
I don't know if I should say that. I'm sorry. I'm married. I didn't mean it that way. I apologize.
Ah,
So
la, la,
they
la,
asked
la, la.
they asked Christian McCaffrey about the the tackles on the Chiefs, and he was like, they hold a lot. Bro, do you know they asked every single lineman?
Yo, and they didn't deny it. Yo, Mike, they didn't deny it. Yo, you just stole the show. You just stole the show. I was trying to figure out what I could come up with to close out the show. You just stole it.
Bro,
yo,
guilty. Like
guilty.
They smirked, they smiled.
They
hey,
did.
Man,
they did the Nick Bosa, bro.
Yes, they did. Yes. Now that's how you tie it back together. That's how you tie it back together. They chalk it up to the game, baby. Listen, man, we got to get out of here. I got to go.
All right. But my favorite take, the whole night, favorite take was when Jeremiah asked George Kittle, "What's the game plan?" He said, "I ain't mad at it because you got to stop it." He said, "Yo, just give the ball to Christian McCaffrey all the time. Like, just give it to him. Like, yo, when I tell you, go ahead.
Can I play something that goes with why he said that?
Oh yeah, please. Is it the clip where he talked about at the presser this year when he said run the ball outside zone? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to guess.
That was a very good guess. It was a very good guess. You ready for it?
Yeah.
It's Mina Kimes.
Okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna add it to the channel. Hold on. I'm gonna have to run it back. Let me go.
Not just that they're good at running and. Yeah,
this is why he said.
Week, when we were talking about the Ravens, Marcus Spears and I were very upset that they didn't run the ball. I don't think that's going to be a problem with Kyle Shanahan, the San Francisco 49ers. It's not just that they're good at running and that Kansas City has struggled to stop the run. It's the way they run. Dan talked about them using 21, potentially 22 personnel. The Chiefs typically counter that with base, meaning three linebackers on the field. And when they do so this year, 29th in EPA per play against the run. The Niners love to run the ball from under center. Kansas City, 25th versus under center runs. And San Francisco has actually gone back to their identity a little bit as more of a zone running team yet again.
Than last year.
Kansas City Chiefs allow the second most yards per attempt on zone runs. Matchup versus matchup versus matchup. It's not favorable to Kansas City on the ground.
Bro,
I expect them to run the ball a lot.
it's a wrap, and it's a wrap.
Well. So, when I tell you, I gotta close my eyes when I say this, that I be scratching my head every time a 49er football game come on because I don't understand what Kyle I don't understand what, how do I say? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't think there's a team in this league that can stop the run. That doesn't mean Christian McCaffrey going to rush for 5 yards every time he touched the ball. He's going to get stopped in the backfield because they're going to try to tee off and time the snap, and they're going to know it's a run, but you can't not run the ball. And you got to get – does people understand the difference between running through the gaps up the middle on the power schemes opposed to running outside the zone? And so Christian McCaffrey has advocated. George Kittle. I've never, ever seen a player throw the coach under the bus and remain on this team. I've never seen that. Yo, Mike, I don't have the clip up fully loaded, Mike. Mike, this mother freaker came up and said, yo, we should run the ball. What happened to running outside zone? We're pretty good at it. I think that was after the Cleveland game. That's when I knew Kittle was tight. He ain't like to lose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
And what does Kittle love to do?
Block. Come on, let me hit somebody, bro.
Let me put my will into somebody, bro,
Mm-hmm.
and take somebody else.
Guy who's got 100 pounds on me into the ground. Let me pancake this motherfucker.
We're gonna be breaking this game down over the next couple of days.
It's gonna be.
And I'm sorry, the only thing I need the 49ers to do is run it.
You want me to play your clip? I found a Luke thing.
Yeah, because I really think this is one of the offensive pieces that I think that Kyle Shanahan's I think that they should add. Like, you know what I want to be, Mike? I realize I want to scout. I think I like looking up talent, and if I'm assigned a certain position, I actually have fun. So being out there, it was me, Steph, and Johnny Dell. We were together. But we all decided to take, we all decided to take a position or whatever, and we kind of focused in on it, and then we shared the information. And that's how you build. That's how you grow. Yeah. It's divide and conquer, man. Y'all ain't never read The Art of War. You ain't got to do everything by yourself.
Right.
Teamwork make the dream work. So shout out to them. And make sure you guys are subscribed to their channels as well. But what I was going to say was, like, he stood out to me out of the wide receivers. So there's 3 wide receivers that I liked: him, Brendan Rice, and this kid from North Carolina, Devontae Walker. And then in the defense, there's 3 defenders that stood out to me. And I know I should have been scouting offensive line, but they weren't wooing me. They ain't do nothing that I thought. They're gonna end up like the ones we got. But go ahead.
Even the highlights that I saw of the offensive lineman making good blocks, it was like a defender just kind of standing there.
Again, that was at the Senior Bowl. So as the combine happens, I'll get more in depth with some of the offensive linemen. But my favorite player was Braden Fisk, and I ain't watched no Florida State football. Sorry, Fear, but I watched him on that football field. Oh my gosh, yo, Mike, he is Chris Kosaric's dream come true. I'll leave it at that. Because what's Chris Kosaric's number one thing?
Get low and explode off the line.
AKA equals the what?
Get the fuck out.
Or get off. I was looking for get off. But you meant to say you get out, get out,
it's
get off,
GTFO
get in.
What I wanted to say, yeah.
I got you, bro. This dude on every snap knew the timing. How's that possible, Mike? That's a gift.
Yeah.
You know what he told me in the interview? I didn't post the interview yet because I wanted to save it. You know what he told me?
What?
I'll save it.
Little cliffhanger. I like it. All right. Let's hear what Luke had to say to our guy, Wayne Bereezy. All right, Luke, what's up, man?
That's Brendan Rice in the background.
Be drafted by
the
San Francisco 49ers.
It'd be a dream come true. I don't know. Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I do have.
You probably spent a little time growing up, right?
Yes, sir.
Pretending like you're in the biggest game in the world together, counting down the shot clock, whether it's in basketball or something else. And so that's something you dream about your whole life. That's something that it would really just be an honor, be a blessing. But I'm so excited to go through this process. Just working my butt off to make any team that'll take me.
Okay.
So that's dope. I like that, Wayne. Like this. You think he gonna make it to us? Like what's his draft projection? Like where,
so
fourth?
I think he's definitely a 3rd rounder starting now. I thought he had a good Senior Bowl week of practices. It's gonna come down to his combine, and then he might price himself out. Like if he turns up no liquor at the combine, he's gonna price himself up. Like literally, I had to throw it back there.
He told me he was gonna tell me when he shot at me.
That wasn't a shot at you. I was probably taking a shot at all the other ones out there.
My man Snoopy says, I'm rolling. Appreciate y'all. #taking 6. Huh?
Wait. Because Snoop, that's my dog. You say rolling. So anytime I see the word roll, is he rolling because he laughing or is he rolling in the 6-4? Yeah, swing down, sweet cherry, stop and let me ride. Hell yeah. That was Dr. Dre's best ad-lib, yo, because he did it in Dre Day. And he did it in that song. Oh, Mike still been. Hey, Mike, what group did they sample that from?
The OJs.
No. It's a funk group.
Who was it?
The Parliament.
Now I could hear it. I don't hear the part, but I hear the funk, like you said. Like, okay.
Yeah.
I got you, man. All right, so you got me on that one. You got me.
What
on
a
that
great show, guys. What a great audience. You guys have just been tremendous, man. The numbers are way up, man. We truly appreciate you guys and you know what you guys do for us. Mike, the channel is back. Nothing But Niners channel is back. It's strong, it's long, and I can't think of another word that rhyme with strong and long, but song. So I ain't wrong.
I thought of one, but it's super pausable, but it rhymes with it.
But you, because you gave me the pause look. But let's get about it.
All right, man. We're gonna get up out of here, y'all. This was a lot of fun.
Are you gonna say bong?
I was gonna say schlong. No team is safe when the Niners are on the prowl. I'm Mike. Where's Wayne? But this is no harm, no foul. Peace.